Okay. Always believe more than expected is the vision of ESL VSIT. As ESL has started a podcast series of young entrepreneurs who will share the success stories with us, which will help the further young generation entrepreneurs to achieve in their dreams. Good afternoon, one and all. I, Riti Solanki, the Vice President of ESL VSIT. I welcome you all to the fifth episode of our podcast series, Dreamers of Today and Achievers of Tomorrow. Our guest for today's series is Mr. Rishabh Singh. He is an Harvard delegate. He is a pioneer who loves exploring and networking. He has also served as an ambassador to IIM Indore, IIM Bangalore, and IIT Delhi. He has worked with Harvard scholars and IIM graduates and learned leadership lessons from TEDx speakers. He is a co-organizer of TEDx Juhu. He has also associated with multiple startups to scale the brand and strategize the ideation plan. So let's get started with this. I welcome Rishabh to our podcast episode. Hello, Rishabh. How are you doing? And how is pandemic treating you?
Yeah, so thank you so much for giving such a wonderful introduction. And all good. I'm just trying my best to be at home and to stay safe. Once this pandemic goes over, I have a lot of plans. Probably I'm gonna execute that. First of all, is traveling and meeting my friends and going somewhere. Not Mumbai, somewhere else in Mumbai. So that is one thing. And yeah, it's going good because everything is online. So right now I'm pretty much flexible when it comes to my work and freelancing things. So yeah, all good.
Okay. So can you shed some light on what a personal brand is?
What personal brand tells, right? Yeah. So personal branding is something where you focus on your passion and you try to make money out of it, right? So in terms of it is where you focus on your passion as in whatever you're doing right now, how you can generate money out of it, right? There are a lot of hobbies through which we can do that. Even from procrastination also you can generate a money, but you need to strategize that very well. Suppose you are every day you are watching TV series, like you are binge watching, right? So now you know a lot about lot of TV series. You can do the recommendations, you can do a lot of things. So you can start your own YouTube channel, or Instagram reels. Within 30 seconds you give a review and something like that. Similarly, if you're a book reader, right, you're reading book, so you can extract those values and you can start making videos out of it, right? Documenting your journey is basically a personal branding. Okay, whatever you're learning. So binge watching, there are a lot of people who are doing from past one of course consistency is needed. It's not like once in a month you are uploading, so obviously frequency is needed, consistency is much more important. When you start all those things with consistency, that makes a difference, right? So sooner or later you will get paid out of it. Maybe after 2 3 years, maybe some normal TV series people are gonna approach you to review that movie, right? Or to review the book. Emerging authors, there are a lot of authors which are coming nowadays. They want you to review the book, they want you to promote it, so that's how you will get money out of it. Even from YouTube views, Instagram collaborations, tons of things are happening, but it's just that people are not exploring that part. They are just have just limited thing, that just only they're gonna do the binge watching or TV series, that's it, nothing else after that. But if you can strategize it perfectly, you can do this. Just giving you a very simple example so that everyone can relate this. Everyone is watching, because in this pandemic there are a lot of people who have done the binge watching procrastination. So through that also you can do something out of it. It's just you need to document your journey. Whatever you're learning, just document it in a form of text post, in a form of video post if you're comfortable facing camera, or else text plus image. So there are a lot of ways to put that out on social media, and you can embrace your personal branding so that you get the visibility out of it.
Okay. Thank you so for that. Uh, next question goes, what inspire you or give you most out of yourself?
So in terms of inspiration, I always wanted to do something out of the box, which everyone has dreamt of. Okay, but here is I came out of my comfort zone and I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try and experiment a lot of things. As coming from an engineering background, I did my two technical internship, but for me it didn't work out. I was like, what next? As a engineer, we always lack in soft skills, in the communication part, communicating in English or communicating with someone. So we do tend to lot hesitate a lot when it comes to this. So started with internship where I have to speak more. Sales and marketing is the best way where you communicate more, where you network with a lot of people. So from there I started my journey, and also whenever my long term goal was to become an entrepreneur. That's what I used to say, right from the beginning itself. Right now I'm a freelancer and I'm venturing out into solo entrepreneurship. So at that moment, I had some few ideas like Warren Buffett. I used to follow. I used to follow Sandeep Maheshwari, Gary Vee, and tons of other entrepreneurs. So always, whenever you are deciding something, always make sure that you have 4 to 5 people in that particular niche. So you understand what kind of, because they have tons of experience and they know the future or somewhere, or they know exactly how it is done, right? Because they have already cracked that code. So initially, you have to make sure that you are following them, you are getting some inspiration, and whatever they are telling you, you come up with your own plan and strategize something, because there should be someone who can inspire you, can motivate you to get out of the comfort zone. Okay, if it is not happening by yourself, so you need to see who are top 5 people in that particular niche, go and follow them and see what are their advice and try to implement it with your own experiment and see how it is working. So that's what I did. Kept on experimenting, and I did lot of things like, being a campus ambassador, TEDx organizer, serving a lot of social initiative platforms and NGOs. So that's how my journey started, and I once I started exploring, then I came to know a lot of things. So practicality is important. If you are just putting your theory stuff, it's not gonna work out, right? Practicality is important when it comes to personal branding or anything whichever you want to pursue.
Okay. So, as you said, so what is a key driving force to become an entrepreneur?
Key driving force to become an entrepreneur? Actually, it depends. Normally people say purpose, vision, whatever you have. So everyone has a different plan, different ideas. After a while, sometimes the people who are in job, they are frustrated from 9 to 5, and then later on they want to start something of their own, right? So in that way they want to do something, but sometimes what happens, their plan gets lost because they don't do the side hustle. Because suppose if you are landing into a job life, or if you are in a college life, after, because if you are in college, of course you are spending 5 to 6 hours and all that thing. So if you think that after college you're going to do that, then trust me, it's not going to work. That's why eCell is there to help you, right? That's why we are having this podcast, so people know about this. So it's very important to have this kind of a side hustle, right? Whatever you are doing, it's great. Even I was studying, but I did side hustle. I did something. I spent 3 to 4 hours or 2 to 3 hours for my extra learning, where I was seeing my potential, where I wanted to experiment. It doesn't mean that I completely took a dropout, because in Indian background where we are right now, right? So our parents won't allow that कि drop ले लो और जो करना है करो. It's not gonna happen, right? They want a safe and secure life, because you are telling them that you are 1% of that person, because 100 of the people through which you are surrounded, they have the same common mindset, right? They have the same common mindset कि degree करना है, job करना है, and that's it. That's how life is gonna be. But trust me, you have to build a multiple source of income, or either you need to give a try. So focus on one skill, start building it up, and then later on you can expand that multiple source of income. But it's super important to have that kind of side hustle. If everyone is, suppose in our age, if everybody is studying and having a college and working, total 8 hours or 7 8 hours they are giving for their own studies, okay, but later on they have to prepare more, they have to hustle more, because they are demanding something which is not done by 100 people, right? Which is not done by 80 to 90% of crowd. So they have to make sure that they are coming out of their comfort zone, and they are doing something which others are not doing, right? You can have any female personality, they say the same. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, etc., etc. Okay, so there are tons of entrepreneurs which I follow, so I recommend you to do the same thing. And in terms of, these are the things which helps you to trigger, right? When you start listening to these people, when you know that this is not it, this 8 hours of working or 6 hours of studying is not gonna make any difference. Just you are gonna be ordinary. So you have to do a combination of smart plus hard work. Initially, hard work is important, and later on, you can delegate and you have more people in your organization so that you grow and your people also grow.
Okay. So, how do you think being an entrepreneur has turned you into a better person?
So in terms of this, I would say because it helped me a lot when it comes to networking because as I said, right, there if I'm seeing 100 people around me, they don't have that kind of a mindset. So I have to come out of my comfort zone. I have to ask people who have done that, who have conquered that, who are into good positions or at Fortune companies. Even that's why I started my talk show where I invited TEDx speakers, international speakers, Forbes Asia 30 under 30 entrepreneurs, and consultants from top 100 Fortune companies, so that I can understand their mindset. And that's the best way to do that. Give them the visibility and give them some platform to showcase their talent or to just to make sure that they are expressing themselves, so they want that kind of a thing. I use this as my advantage because whatever they wanted to achieve, they have already conquered it. Now they want people to know them, so I gave them a platform in terms of my talk show, right? So I got to learn a lot about the management field, about how to communicate with people, how to network with people. So as an entrepreneur or as a general also, whether you're a student, whether you are into job, make sure you leverage the networking, the part of networking. Make sure you communicate with a lot of people so you understand what is going on in other field and also in your field. So once you have that intellectual conversation with other people, you will understand what are the things you're gonna, what is the potential. That is one thing, and also you can give back to the community. So whenever from the beginning itself, I had this thing that I want to give back. That's why I always keep coming into the social initiatives, and I make sure that I contribute to a lot of engagement, right? Suppose giving an example, eCell. eCell is something where we talk about startups, where we promote entrepreneurship, which is very much important. So that's why we all started. I mean, that's how I started developing all these things, giving back to the people and networking with people so that I understand the mindset. What is the what's gonna be a future and how things are gonna take place. So all those things are super important when it comes to being an entrepreneur, and I think it's a learning process. Every time you have to learn, you have to upgrade yourself. If there should be some things which should challenge you, right? So you need to find out the solution. So that's the best part, challenging yourself, coming out of your comfort zone, eliminating all the barriers and keep moving forward.
So, what are your ways to handle this comfort zone situation?
It depends how much hungry you are to pursue your goal. It depends, right? So I have you have to decide a timeline or deadline, right? Within 3 months or within 2 months, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. So when you have a timeline, even you know that we both know that when we have a college submissions, right? So hardly there are 10-20% people who do their submissions before time, like 1 or 2 day before they have completed. But there are a lot of people like me, to be honest. When I was in college, I used to submit I used to start writing all those things when the 2 days or one day is left to submit. We all do that, right? So when we have that kind of a
Yeah, right.
deadline and timeline, so we know that जो भी आ जाए ये 2 दिन में हमें वो करना ही करना है. Anything. You won't give an excuse because the marks है, restrictions है, everything is there, right? So you have to be there. So in that way you need to set some kind of a deadline, or deadlines are super important. And also you can go with SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis में अपने weakness, strength और बाकी सारी चीजें bifurcate you can कर सकते हो. तो उसमें you will get lot of understanding where you are standing right now and how you have to tackle your weakness, strengths, and other aspects of your current zone.
Okay. So, as you are doing a lot of things at present, as in you are a partner with lot of organization out there. So, we would like to know about your experience there.
Okay, so first of all, I used to work as an intern initially, yeah, right, when I was in my college days. But now, I mean, the transition is pretty good. I started extracting, as I told you, I look forward towards working practically, experimenting. So I did a lot of experiments. That's why now when they see my work on LinkedIn, they want to connect with me. They want me to have that kind of a consulting in terms of branding and this thing. So the transition is pretty much amazing. So you need to have that kind of a it's a part of a process which you have to love, right? This is not a 1 day journey, 2 day journey, or 3 day journey. Giving you an example, it took one it earlier it used to took 1 month to gain around 500 followers or 1000 followers on LinkedIn. But now after a 1 year, after writing every day, I write every day on LinkedIn, sometimes twice, sometimes thrice also, and sometimes once. So after having that kind of a consistency, now it takes me less than a week to complete 1000 followers. So consistency matters a lot. And when it comes to experiencing all those things, so I have a very particular niche, right? So I focus on branding and marketing. That's it. That's it. Branding is one thing and marketing is something which is aligned to it. So it doesn't mean that you have to go in a lot of direction. Initially, if you don't know, just do this practically, experiment, take 3 months or 2 months of time, experiment different fields, and once you have that kind of a grip, then focus on that, go in depth, take few courses, and trust me, even without paying anything, even you will get lot of things, a lot of resources where you can learn at least 60 to 70% of that particular field. In advance, if you want to go, then definitely I'll recommend everyone to do the paid courses. So in that way, you need to start. So my niche is very much specific towards branding. You have to be expert of one thing because a lot of competitions are there. A lot of people are there in that competition. So you need to make sure that you do SWOT analysis that helps to understand where you stand, what are your threats, what are your weakness. So according to that, you can conquer it with the help of your strengths, right? So in this way, you need to understand how businesses are working, what are the trends, and how you can consult them, right? Have some practical or have some futuristic perceptions, or some things. There should be something which is aligned to their thoughts, and you are giving something out of the box where they don't know exactly how to do this, and you know the exact formula. When you apply it, then they understand, right? So in that way, you have to make sure that you stay updated with that particular industry and align with your current niche, whatever you are pursuing. So in that way, your exposure and experience becomes way more better. And always try to have a mentor if possible. If possible, otherwise, books can be your mentor, or other entrepreneurs can be your mentor. But try if you can have a touch with a mentor. That helps a lot.
Okay. So, what were the difficulties faced by you while working, and how did you try to overcome them and keep yourself motivated throughout the work period?
So difficulty was, first of all, initially I don't have anyone, to be honest. When I started this journey about I want, my long term goal was to become an entrepreneur, but honestly there was no one to guide me. So here was the story basically. So after I did two technical internship, I was rejected by 50 to 60 internships as well in that process. 6 7 months. Uh, I got tons of rejection. My application was not selected, and then later on somewhere, because here whenever I speak to someone, and they tell me our internship nahi mil raha. So I ask how many internship you have applied? Five, six, at max 10. I'm like, this is not it. You need to have some kind of research. You need to see where you want to land up. So giving you a very good example, if somebody is trying for the internship, so you go and search. Suppose we are in Mumbai, right? So you search top 50 startups in Mumbai, right? So you know that these are the 50 startups which are doing pretty good in Mumbai, right? So you go and you write a mail to each and everyone and share your resume and write a proper mail for your having that internship application, right? Or you search anyone from LinkedIn, and whoever is into that particular field. Don't go to HR because HR have tons of mail. Suppose you want to do internship in marketing, so you approach their marketing manager, or you approach uh, marketing head or someone like that. So because under at the end you are going to work under them only, not on the HR. So HR does the hiring part. If I as a manager, marketing manager, I tell them, I want to hire this person as an intern. HR is not gonna question it because at the end these guys gonna take an interviews and they are going to select you according to your profile. So try to approach them. There should be this should be the approach, or else go to the websites, go to the website and start simply applying and start talking to them. Or you can use any third party apps which are providing right now internships. And you know these are the companies which are providing the internships. You directly contact them. Don't keep the medium. Cut that third party medium, right? So once you, because you are coming for that particular internship, then they know that they have the requirement. So why they will prefer third party when they are directly getting that requirement from their website only. And trust me, after getting rejected, I got to know a lot of things. So I usually tell my friends also about this, and they got the internship. They cracked it within 3 to 4 mails itself. So you have to have that kind of focus. So initially, that's why I told you, right? If you have a mentor, you can do wonders. If not, then keep experimenting, keep trying. That's what I did. So I was addicted with 50 to 60 internships, but I refused to give up. I kept on learning. I kept on learning. So that was my motive कि मुझे internship चाहिए ही चाहिए चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए whatever I am. So when I selected for 4 internship, I cracked each and every one because this time I wanted कि यार 4 का interview है. I have to make sure that I crack each and every interview, and I did that. So you have to believe in the process, right? So I was not kind of a person who wanted to give up. I wanted to do something out of the box, and I know the technical internship is not my way. वो दरवाजे बंद हो गए हैं. So I have to make sure that I keep experimenting, right? So uh, in terms of giving the advice about that falls, you have to make sure that every day, this is a basic thing, every day, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you have to listen something which is very positive in terms of that is coming from somebody who is inspiring you. Like for me, it was Sandeep Maheshwari, Gary Vee, to be honest. So I used to watch every time. So they used to tell me that failures are a part of life. They're gonna come, but it's just you need to upgrade yourself. That's what I did. I refused to give up. I kept on learning. I upgraded myself. I know sooner or later it's gonna happen. So don't have that kind of a negative mindset कि अगर reject हो गए तो आगे क्या? Reject way, then keep moving forward. Some or other way is gonna come, and it will lead you, right? To 50 60 startups which have already rejected me in the application. Now I'm consulting startups. Now my application was also selected for International Youth Leadership Conference at Malaysia and Dubai. So that also happened, but because of COVID, I didn't went. Actually, the event was cancelled. So in that way, you need to make sure that anything uh, you have to make sure that you are amplifying the positivity every day. Okay, so that is super important.
Okay. So, what is the one thing you wish you had known when you began your career?
One thing, okay, let me think. Maybe finding a mentor at a very early stage that can make a difference, or initially if somebody was there with me that could have made my journey very smooth, so that so I can rectify my mistakes, or I wouldn't have done those mistakes. I wouldn't have wasted my time. So over there, I feel if you have a mentor that can really make a difference. And one thing, if I want to say to myself, that is pretty much common: get out of your comfort zone and make sure you love the process, you love the journey, because sometimes it happens when you're on social media or when you're building a brand. कभी कभी वो हो जाता है कि यार likes और comments नहीं आए मुझे इतना. So you have to be that kind of a person that ठीक है, it's a part, it's a process. आज नहीं आएंगे तो कल तो आएंगे. And always make sure that you are upgrading yourself, as in you are rectifying your previous work, or you are analyzing it, because that is also important. Sometimes uh, people are doing a lot of wrong things and they feel that that is right. No, you should have few opinions who are already conquered those particular parts. So for me, it was not Instagram. For me, it was LinkedIn. That's why I connected with a lot of consultants, and they guided me very well. So that's why. networking is needed, networking and guidance is needed, and don't have this thought कि यार वो 100 लोग यही करे तो मैं भी करूँ. If you have dreamt of something out of the box, then make sure you achieve it. Make sure you start taking one, two steps. Okay, one or two steps. Don't go continuously. It's like एक ही दिन में पूरा खाना खाना. It's not gonna happen, right? So you have to make sure that you focus step by step, and also have this thing in your mind that सिर्फ जॉब करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. You have to build multiple source of income. You need to have a side hustle. Then only you can be in that 10 or 20% of criteria where people love their work and people are doing very great. If you know this quote, I'm not sure. 95% of people make the entire wealth in the world. I mean, 5% of people contribute 30, 40, almost 60% of economy, right? Because they know they have done that. Why? Because they have done the side hustle. They were thinking out of the box and they conquered it. So you have to have that kind of a mindset, and also make sure that you start affirmations every day. When you start affirmation, it's gonna make a very good impact in your overall life. 20 minutes of positivity, affirmations, and workout. 25 minutes to 30 minutes workout karo. So these are the three things which initially I'll recommend, and see, trust me, it's gonna change your life.
Okay. So, what is the greatest entrepreneurial achievement to be proud of?
About me.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't think so. I'm in the journey, so I don't have any greatest achievement. I'm still in the process, and whatever I have achieved, I'm really grateful for the support the people have given me, and I need to conquer more. This is just the beginning, and probably my main goal, I mean, my ideal goal is to become a TED speaker, TEDx speaker. TEDx, so aram say I can crack it. TED speaker is something which I want to do, where TED pay you to have a TED talk, TED. Okay, and the second is I want to be in Forbes Asia 30 under 30. So these are my two, bigger dreams which I want to achieve. So within 5 or 4 years, obviously. So this is the things which I want to achieve. Then I guess I can use that successful tag. But right now I'm in the process. I don't want to use that tag.
Okay. So, what is the most exciting experience of yours in your entire till now journey?
Exciting experience. I always celebrate my small achievements. So I know that from where I'm coming, and I realize that this is the things which I have done, which I've conquered. And 1 year ago, I literally haven't thought that I'm going to achieve that 50,000 ka mark. And also uh, being hosting this entire talk shows, working with social initiatives. So within 1 year, after having a consistency, the things have changed a lot. So make sure whenever you're going step by step, have some kind of reward for yourself so that you understand that you have achieved something, and it also helps you to give the boost, right? So in terms of achievement, मैं सारे अचीवमेंट छोटे छोटे सेलिब्रेट करता हूँ. I always make sure that I have that WhatsApp status whenever I'm, even for your podcast, I put that WhatsApp status. So whenever I'm speaking somewhere, I make sure that that is on my wall. So whenever you achieve something, document it properly so people know your journey. Even they let them be a part of your journey. Let them be a part of your uh, the family, right? The achievement family. So it's super important to have that kind of a thing, because alone, trust me, you can't conquer it. So obviously, some support, some guidance is needed. So make sure you document it. And I guess I have summed up well. I don't have any specific. I Whatever I've achieved, I celebrate that.
Okay. So, what is your favorite quote for describing entrepreneurship?
Favorite food,
Quote.
favorite code. Okay, okay. मेरे को खाना सुनाई दे रहा. My bad. Because it's been a while and we are in lockdown, so मैं गया नहीं, तो इसलिए शायद ज्यादा सुनाई दे रहा मुझे. Anyway, so favorite quote is uh, love the process. I mean, मैं तो खुद से ही बोलूंगा अपने लिए. So whenever you are starting your journey, so it's not a quote just giving your whenever you are starting any journey and you have a dream which is not pursued by 100 people. So always love the process. Have that kind of a consistency which can help you to conquer it, right? Because you're thinking out of the box. So you have to make sure that your vision is strong, your purpose is strong, and you document that journey very well, because personal branding में you need that kind of a thing, right? अभी मैं कोड exactly सोच नहीं पा रहा जो मुझे याद था, but then still that's what I'll say. Keep hustling and make sure that you have a strong purpose to achieve.
Okay. So, do you believe in a winning formula for becoming a successful entrepreneur? And if yes, what is yours?
Winning formula, it keeps on changing यार. अगर 10 साल पुराना formula you can't apply, 1 year ago वाला formula you can't apply. So every step have a different formula. Everything is like having a practical approach. That's what I see. So winning formula तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. That's what I'll say. That have a consistency and don't give up. So this is not a winning formula. This is ultimate gyan to achieve anything, right? So make sure that you have that kind of a thing and document your journey. So documenting your journey will really help to inspire others. Make sure whatever you're doing, you are inspiring people around you. So they get out of the comfort zone. They think something way more better than they have their current status, right? Suppose they have this thing कि कुछ dream किया and they are like यार competition बहुत है. Maybe your documenting of life can help someone to achieve that goal जो पहले वो भूल गए थे और उन्हें डर लग रहा था pursue करने के लिए, because I have seen that people have started messaging me about this thing. Like when I started documenting my journey, they get out their comfort zone and they started something of your own. भले वो ज़्यादा time तक नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था, but they did try it. Somewhere I helped them or I inspired them to do that. Okay, so impacting lives are important. That's what I feel. Give back to the people and make sure you document it.
Okay. So, if you imagine yourself in 3 years, what do you hope you will be like and different about you in compared to now?
Um, yeah, foundations now same hai. So I have to make sure that I keep that foundation. I have to make sure that I'm grounded, not going to show off or not having a ego kind of a thing. So having a that grounding is super important. Being down to earth, having that gratitude, thanking every day that whatever I have achieved till now, everything for gratitude is super important. Practicing gratitude, that makes a difference for me. Down to earth, being down to earth, and achieving in terms of yeah. After 3 years, I just want that I want to make sure that I am a millionaire and I'm TED speaker and yeah, Forbes Asia 30 under 30. So these are the three things. After three things, I want to make sure that I have achieved these things. So it's just a start. It's just a process. I'm in the phase, but I want to make sure that after 3 years, I'm inspiring a lot of thousands people. I mean, million people, impacting million people life, and giving back to the community. And the three things which I've already said.
Okay. So, what sacrifice have you made to become a successful entrepreneur?
Lying to my parents, obviously. Because initially they wanted me to focus on the studies, because parents का एक ये चीज होता है, if you see from their perspective, I mean, they are right because they want you to be in the protected circle, but sooner or later if you have something to achieve then you have to come out of that. तो sacrifice यही था कि मैंने थोड़ी पढ़ाई कम की, ठीक है. पढ़ाई कम किया ऐसे ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने कंप्लीटली पढ़ाई छोड़ दी. पढ़ाई पे थोड़ा कम ध्यान था, अटेंडेंस थोड़ा कम था, जहाँ ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी थी वहाँ पे मैंने मेहनत की. So sacrifice was this. Or maybe initially I used to chill a lot with my friends. Later on I cut that off and parents से थोड़ी चीजें छुपाई, but अब सारी चीजें बताई. So now they are like whatever you did good, best. So now I tell everything. So I feel these are the things which initially I've sacrificed. Partying with people, because when you are in college you have this environment कि चलो party करते हैं हर दिन, right? या ऐसा कुछ करते हैं. So you have to make sure that you cut that off. Keep it limited. I'm not saying कि completely एकदम pack हो जाओ. Keep it limited. Sometimes it's hard to explain your Indian parents what you are doing. If they, I mean, whatever, because अभी के culture और हर एक दो साल में चीजें change हो रही हैं. You have to make sure that अगर वो समझ रहे हैं तो it's good. If not, then conquer it, become bit successful, and then you tell them कि हाँ you are achieving, you are doing this because you have proof now. You have a journey, you have a proof now. You are doing that, right? So that makes a difference. And but yeah, third is that पार्टी मैंने बंद कर दिया, और दूसरा ये था. एंड थर्ड आई टोल्ड यू आई गेस, आई डोंट रिमेंबर एनी.
Okay. So
Yeah.
moving forward, what is the toughest moment you experienced in your business practice?
Business partners तो नहीं है because I'm a solo entrepreneur. So
Business
I
practice.
business practice. So some because personal branding is something people don't understand properly, or they are not willing to invest on that. So I have to make sure that I educate them or I inform them, because whenever some founders are approaching them, they want to promote their product, right? So I tell them, when you're promoting your personal branding, you can eventually build that kind of a touch points. So it is important to promote your personal brand that will eventually is going to promote your product also, right? So it's not just estimated for one single product. When I'm into personal branding, I can product I can promote tons of products. That's why I also do brand promotions, because I know I can promote tons of this thing. But I if simply I go and product if I simply promote 2 to 3 services, that's not effective. So that's why that mindset, that barrier I have to break. So that becomes a bit difficult, but yeah, achievable.
Okay. So what is the one common myth about your profession or your field that you want to debunk?
My friends don't understand what I'm doing because they are not on LinkedIn. They are not much active, so they don't understand. Even my family don't understand about personal branding. Matlab, my relatives, right? So I don't know how to make them understand what is personal branding. So sometimes I say I'm doing freelancing. That's what I tell them. So that becomes the biggest challenge, because यार वो 20-30 years वाले हैं. They are not on social media much. I mean, they consume social media, but पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग एंड स्टार्टअप इज समथिंग which is came now. उनके लिए स्टार्टअप वो बिजनेस है. अभी यहाँ पे स्टार्टअप्स में व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, पीपल आर गोइंग फॉर फंडिंग एंड ऑल दैट थिंग. अगर उन्हें तुम बताओगे तो बोलेंगे बैंक से क्यों नहीं ले लेते, तुम्हें इन्वेस्टर्स के पास क्या जाने की जरूरत है, ये सारी चीजें. So that generation gap is there. So that's why I feel making them understand about what I'm doing, that is a bit difficult. तो मैं बोल देता हूँ कि business कर रहे हैं, ये कर रहा हूँ, but exactly उनको elaborate करने में मुश्किल हो जाता है. जैसे I was explaining to my nani, so for me it was very much difficult how to explain her when it comes to branding part, right? And secondly, my friends, usually I can't every time whatever I'm achieving I can't show off that. And the point is because these are my target clients are CXOs, and CXOs as in CEOs of the company, director, marketing head of some XYZ company, founders of startups. So they don't want me to reveal their name, because obviously I'm doing entire strategy on behalf of them, right? So they don't want that name to be revealed in front of social media. So that becomes a challenge for me to make understand what I'm doing and what is my level of doing. So uh, the things which I can promote is only my talk shows, my achievements, and all that thing. That becomes a bit barrier when it comes to branding. But obviously, I'm going to expand my services.
So if you had a chance to start your career all over again,
Hmm.
what would you do different?
Uh, Different, probably if I want to start, uh, I'm very much inclined towards sports. So if I talk about my sports ka achievement, under 14, under 17, under 19, I was chess champ. Under 17, under 19, I was a football champ, right? So I like football. So probably if I want to start, but not in India, right? India में football का अभी भी scope नहीं लगता मुझे. It's gonna be there after 10-20 years. But अभी तो it's growing. But obviously, कहीं और जाके बॉर्न होना जहाँ पे फुटबॉल का क्रेज ज्यादा है, एंड स्टार्टिंग एज अ फुटबॉल प्लेयर एज अ करियर, दैट बिकम्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग. सो दैट इज द गोल which probably I want to achieve.
Okay.
Hmm.
So tell us about the time you took an unexpected initiative.
Unexpected initiative which I have done.
Initiative.
Yeah. So there is one interesting story which I would love to share with the audience. So there was a project called 100 Santas project, right? 100 Santa. It was done under the initiative of Sounds of Silence. So what we did at the time of Christmas, I was one of the member who was leading the project. I was leading the volunteers. So uh, in total, we are a total 100 Santas. The project was basically to distribute 10,000 gifts to 10,000 unprivileged. Sorry, taking 10,000. I mean, yeah, basically distributing 10,000 gifts to unprivileged kids across Mumbai, right? So we were 100 Santas. Okay, each one of us have was having 100 gifts, right? So 100 into 100 is 10,000. So हर एक Santa के पास 100 गिफ्ट था and across Mumbai we had a team. कोई बैंड्रा में है, कोई CST में, कोई चर्च गेट में, कोई अलग अलग जगह पे है. Everyone was there at different places. 5 to 10 Santas everywhere, and we started distributing those gifts to unprivileged kids during Christmas. So that was a pretty good, experience for me. So that was something which I always loved to do, and that was something unexpected which I tried and gave a shot, and it happened.
Okay. So, what are your shortcuts to successfully handle frustration and stress?
शॉर्टकट्स probably एक दिन मैं अपना हैबिट ब्रेक करके रात के 12:30 या 1:30 को I watch football matches, right? So that's what I do. Or maybe going out because I'm outgoing person, so I love exploring. And before pandemic, after shifting to new place, before somewhere I was, I mean, first initially I was in Navi Mumbai, then shifted to Mumbai at Malad. So within 1.5 years, I explored around 50 to 60 food outlets. Except that McDonald's, KFC and Domino's, मैं उनकी बात नहीं कर रहा. उसके अलावा I explored around 50 to 60 outlets. So I'm pretty outgoing person. So I love doing all these things. So that's why I'm missing that also, as well. So these are the things which I wanted to have it. Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward to the rapid fire round, what are the top three websites or blog that you cannot imagine your day without?
I don't read blogs actually. I'm more inclined towards YouTube and Instagram. So maybe my ideal followers will be Elon Musk. I mean, not Elon Musk to be honest. Yeah, I like reading about Elon Musk. Sandeep Maheshwari, that is one thing. Gary Vaynerchuk and Jay Shetty. I
Okay,
read less.
top
I
three
watch
mobile
more.
applications. Okay, okay. So top three mobile app that make your work more efficient.
Work more efficient. I guess LinkedIn because from there I'm getting most of the business. So that is super important. Google Docs to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes, rectifying this thing. And the third is WhatsApp because I'm communicating with a lot of people, right? When it comes to my clients. So these are the top three apps. Without them, I can't survive. Otherwise, I don't use much of the tools. I'm more into, uh, you know, I'm more into watching as in watching and documenting all those learning parts. But tools उसके लिए I prefer hiring people so that they can do my work.
If you could pick brain of one person for 24 hours and ask him anything, who will it be?
Gary Vee, to be honest. Gary Vee is the or maybe Warren Buffett because if I want to know about stocks and I want to get rich, or either it will be a Rakesh Jhunjhunwala because he's an Indian Warren Buffett. So if I want to invest in any of them, I am going to extract every data because I have one day I have to make sure I get rich. So I'm going to have that kind of a word with them so that I understand what are the stocks which I have to pick to get rich.
Okay. So beside your work, what is the one thing which you have obsessed with right now?
Obsessed with. So maybe my collections. To be honest, I'm obsessed with my collections. Collections, as in I love to collect basically. Uh, can watches, shoes, and obviously football is which is something I always love to play. So these are the three things for which I'm obsessed to be honest. And also giving back. Giving back. No, I mean there I can't imagine myself without giving back to the people in terms of social initiatives. So these are the four things which I would prefer.
So what are you good at but never want to do it anymore?
Drawing maybe. I mean, drawing. I done the classes. मतलब back in fourth fifth की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. I did the classes. I was pretty good with when it comes to my writing. But अभी whenever anyone sees my writing, they say कि तुम्हें doctor बनना चाहिए था. So my writing is very worst, and my drawing is also worst. So college days में थोड़ा मुझे problem हुआ था इसके लिए. So I used to ask help to make sure that people do my drawing. तो लोगों में तो तरस आ जाता था तो वो लोग कर ही देते थे इवेंचुअली. सो ड्राइंग एंड हाँ, drawing and writing is something where I need to work on. Or maybe I don't want to work, somebody else should do.
Okay. A piece of advice which sounded good when you heard it, but turned out extremely terrible.
A piece of advice.
Which sounded good when you heard it, but it turned out extremely terrible.
Okay, again there was a network issue. Can you just repeat again? Sorry.
Okay. So a piece of advice which sounded good when you heard it, but turned out very horrible or terrible.
Failure. People used to tell me कि fail हो जाओगे या कुछ ऐसा हो जाएगा, then you know gonna be worst and you won't be able to achieve, or maybe comparisons. You know, this have been faced by a lot of students, a lot of people. They start comparing my process to my journey with other people, right? So comparison was one thing, and having this failure कि यार fail हो गए तो ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा. So I think you need to fall in love with your failures and you need to work on that. I mean, just learn and just conquer it and just keep moving forward. So this was the advice which people gave me, or somebody. I mean, not kind of advice, but they always pointed me, you know. And even a lot of uh, college students have faced these issues. I mean, in their daily life about the failures कि कम marks आ जाएगा तो ये नहीं मिलेगा वो नहीं मिलेगा. But trust me, I know there are people who have got 9 CGPAs, 8 CGPAs, or maybe 10 approximate, but still they don't have a job because they don't have that skill or they don't have that relevant knowledge to conquer it. So that becomes an important part.
Okay. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to pursue career similar to yours?
Advice: get out of the comfort zone and break that mindset. That's what I'll say. Because there's one thing which is common, that people are in their comfort zone. They are doing the binge watching and they are doing a lot of things. I do watch, but I haven't got the addiction during this pandemic. I didn't got the addiction of binge watching. So hardly I watch any TV series or something. पता नहीं मैं मतलब I'm an outgoing person, so maybe मेरा वो part cut हो गया इस वजह से मैंने binge watching पहले भी नहीं करता था, अभी भी नहीं करता. So I think you need to make sure that you break that barrier from your mindset. Once you break that, once you get out of the comfort zone, trust me, you can do wonders. So this is what you have to follow. And deep down, you know what? Everyone knows what they have to do. But उन्हें कोई चाहिए रहता है कि कोई आके मुझे ये बोले. Whenever there are mentors, obviously they explain a lot of things. But जो तुम ये सारी चीजें देखते हो, at the end what their goal is to make sure that you get out of the comfort zone. Everyone knows that, but they don't take it seriously. So that is super important. That's what I feel. So you know it, you do it. Don't take actions. That's what I'll say.
Okay, so what message would you like to give to the students who are starting out their ventures very early from their college days?
Do mistakes as much as possible, because right now you don't have any family to to take care of in terms of this all these things. You're in college, you can do tons of experiment, get a lot of exposure, talk to people, network with people. That's what is important. Network to those people who have already conquered those industries. LinkedIn is the best way to do that. So make sure you do the networking. When you do networking, you get to know a lot of things practically. So do that, you get the exposure, do a lot of mistakes, do everything practically. थियरी ऑन पेपर बहुत सारी चीजें अच्छी लगती है, बट सामने जब तुम करने जाओगे तो तुम्हें समझ में आएगा द वर्ल्ड इज डिफरेंट, द प्रैक्टिकल वर्ल्ड इज डिफरेंट, राइट? So you have to make sure that you take actions, do that stuff practically, network a lot, you leverage LinkedIn so that you get the entire perspective. Now we have the power of social media that we don't have to move somewhere. We don't have to suppose I want to meet somebody. Like one person was invited. He was in my talk show. He was operation head of TCS Mexico. So I don't have to go to Mexico to invite him, right? So with the help of social media, I leverage that thing. So make sure you leverage those social media for the right things, not for your comfort zone or procrastination. Instagram के trends मत follow करो. Just make sure you do something out of it. If 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 needed, then you follow those trends. If not, then do something which you love.
Uh, Okay, so with this, I present a hearty thanks to our today's guests and all the people listening us out there. Thank you so much, Rishabh. Your presence really made a great effect. Once again, I thank one and all present here.
Thanks a lot, and I really appreciate that you have started this initiative under eCell because educating and bringing awareness about entrepreneurship, about startup is super important. And I'm glad that eCell is doing that. So cheers to your team, and whoever is listening this entire podcast, make sure you do something. You start with the action. Take one step, take small steps, but make sure you do the action because action is super important to implement your dreams, to get into your ideal goal or your dream. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Rishabh.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Zainab.
Hi, Zainab.
Thank you so much for joining with us today.
Welcome.
Yeah, I heard the whole podcast and it was really informative.
I
So
hope it
let's
was.
see.
मैंने
Yeah, yeah,
बताया
it
ना.
is.
It
It
was
does. Because even I am like I also love like I have this passion kind of thing in my business in a business field, and I just keep on going into it. So I really like listening to all this thing like a different concept like marketing, personal branding, sales, and everything.
Mhm.
So for me, it was really a very good session and very informative.
Okay.
Honestly.
Thank you so much. Same. Like if I want to talk about this, so I'll say कि initially I wanted to become an entrepreneur, right? I mean अभी भी मेरा वही dream है, ऐसा नहीं कि change हुआ है. It just first I don't know what I wanted to do. So I thought why not to start with something whatever I have. So let's start documenting that. Then later on I realized that I'm doing the personal branding. Then जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ता गया then people started telling me that are you into personal branding then I came to know पहले मेरे को personal branding का concept पता but I was not eventually aware that I'm into that zone so I thought कि let's start with this first after having 10,000 or 15,000 followers within 3 to 4 months I got to know कि yeah I am into this journey right so later on I started कि यार idea हो या ना हो अपना personal branding build कर लेता हूँ otherwise later on मैं जो भी product launch करूँगा people are gonna trust उसके लिए मुझे अलग से मार्केटिंग करने के लिए या पैसे खर्च करने की ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी तो वो ऑर्गेनिकली आई कैन डू दैट्स व्हाट इलॉन मस्क डू राइट वो अपने ब्रांडिंग के पावर पे बहुत सारी चीजें खींच लेता है और गैरी वी इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग हिम so that's what I did. I thought why not to build my personal brand and later on whatever products or whatever things I want to launch I can do that with my branding. So later on I thought जो मैं कर रहा हूँ मैं दूसरों के लिए भी कर सकता हूँ. So I started with freelancing, I started with branding and stuff. So it's working very well for me and I've started I mean I have people who are working for me or sometimes I outsource my work. It's just तुम्हें अपना लेबल लगा के बेचना है किसी को. That's what you have to do. अभी तक मैंने वो किया नहीं है. Probably आगे मैं कर सकता हूँ वो. Or maybe integrating team into under my presence. So whatever services I want to build I'm simply going to hire them and I'm going to brand. I'm just going to label that with the service with my brand. So giving you example, right now I'm in branding. Suppose I know that there are a lot of people who need website or web designing के services ये सारी चीजें. So I'm going to simply start talking about it, and I know that people are going to trust my quality and they are going to come for it. And hiring team on the back, they're going to do the work. I'll be the front guy who's going to face everything. So this is how personal branding works for me, and it's going pretty good. So later on अगर कुछ startups के लिए launch करना है कुछ करना है out of the box so I have my branding and that's why startups approach me for the partnership and all that thing but right now I don't want to involve myself because I have other goals to achieve or conquer or work on.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Thank you so much, Rishabh, once again for joining us. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.